our forever first lady, she's like, I know what I said. We go high. When they go low, we go high. And now she like go mid. But I feel like she would still.
I don't think she meant it when she said it, but okay.
I think she meant it because that's what it's fine.
I think she regretted, but I think she at this point like, you know what, that was me back then, and I had to.
Now,
when I was in the White House, I'm not in the White House no more.
Right, I'm a private citizen, so listen.
I'm gonna see you out in these streets.
I'm gonna meet me outside.
Meet me outside.
They go low.
It's a different attitude.
Me and Cardi gonna meet you there.
We have done so much pre-show. We gotta
go. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. This is Brunch, Blaze, and Bap,
where we eat, elevate, and talk about
media trends from the past,
the present,
and the future
from a Black perspective.
I'm your host, Roger Turner.
And I'm your host, Alexis Bertrand.
So sit back,
spark up,
and let's get into it. Hey, Alexis.
Hey, Roger, baby. How you doing?
I am good. I'm doing all right, in spite of being at home by myself.
Oh, yeah. The man out there, and
he's traveling. For
how
work.
You doing with that? Because we be thinking about you, sis.
You know, I think I've said this before. It's hard to sleep when my husband's not home.
What? That is so real. Like I'm getting ready to take a trip, and I hate it. I get the worst sleep. I don't like none of it.
I don't sleep
just throw the whole world away. I don't like that.
And on top of having everything to do,
I know.
On top of everything to do, I'm getting like 5 hours of sleep.
Oh my God.
It's the worst. It's all right. I talked to him today. He's doing well.
Yay.
And everything's going well. He had such an incredible time.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's like, I'm good. It's one of those days where like the day feels like meh, but I'm really glad that I'm here. We get to have this conversation because that's like one of the bright lights of the day. So I'm happy that we're doing this because this is gonna be a joy-filled moment. But the rest of the day, I'm like, I just need to get better.
Because we got like smoke in the sky, flood storms,
child, everything,
flooding,
islands cracking.
The fire department had to like rescue people out of the water.
Out of 9,000 feet of water, they just driving through oceans to pull people out of like. And this is a Tuesday. I'm like, damn, this is just crazy.
It is crazy. On top of the heat.
And it's just hot. It's hot. The water is sweating. Everything is just wet shit.
Everything is wet. And dirty.
And just
there's doo-doo on the lettuce.
Oh God. It's just like they are just. And I love my dogs, but everybody just shitting. Everybody shitting. Not just the pets. Everybody shitting everywhere.
It is a mess. The world's a mess. So I get it.
Yeah.
But this is a bright light.
This is going to be a bright light. This is such a bright light for me. So
how was your brunch?
Brunch was good. Back on my, you know what? I just was trying to get through, so I kept it simple. Gave me a nice little omelet, did a little sausage and onion, and kept it moving. Just kept it simple. It was really nice.
Good.
How are yours?
Good. I had a catfish sandwich.
Yes, catfish.
I haven't had catfish in a while, but I had a
little hot honey. What you put on there?
Tartar sauce.
Yes.
Hot honey. I'm not a hot honey fan.
Sister, what? We don't like hot honey?
I don't like sweet in my savory or in my spicy.
So you don't like a sweet barbecue wing. You will do either a barbecue wing or a sweet tasting wing, but not a sweet barbecue.
I can do a sweet barbecue because sweet barbecue isn't that sweet for me. As long as it's not too sweet.
Because I'm like, you don't. If it's spicy, it can't be sweet. Yeah, that's what it's either gonna be hot, right, or it's gonna be sweet.
I don't like anything that is the profile basically like sweet and savory flavor together. I'm not usually a fan. Like chocolate covered pretzels, yuck. I don't want that.
What? Now you getting into really dangerous territory because you talking about snacks. Now we ain't fought on this podcast this whole time, but don't come for my snacks.
Fight me?
Why you going? You yucking my yum? I love me some.
That's wonderful for you.
But you was over here clutching pearls.
I know there's something wrong with me.
I'm offended. He was clutching pearls, talking about the pretzels and the chocolate. I thought you was gonna need a moment,
but it's just like the chocolate. It's the sweet and the savory together. I can't do it. I don't like it. It's like, I'm like one of those
so
people,
you're not a chicken and waffles fan?
Yes, but I mean my chicken wings on a separate plate. Don't put
you need the chicken on the plate,
yes,
and a waffle on the plate.
Don't put my wings on top of my waffle.
That would drive you crazy. know this about you. I never knew this about
I
you.
say that when they be like,
Don't
hey,
you put my...
can you put my... I order chicken and waffles, and I'm like, hey,
You want it side by side?
can you put my chicken on a separate plate?
On a separate plate, not even side by side. I don't even want the same plate touching.
No,
You will touch it if you won't touch it.
Yeah, I want to like pour my syrup on my waffle, eat my waffle, and then dive into
Why
my
I got all this
chicken
damn
wings.
chicken in
But I'm
my
not.
way?
I don't want syrup on my fried chicken.
I got that.
Yuck.
Okay.
I don't want that.
Sir, we've
Don't
just
do
had
that.
this conversation. Stop yucking it.
Dope.
Okay, but
that's
you know
how
what?
I feel about it.
I get that. Now I know now I know if we ever on vacation and I make us brunch and I serve you a chicken and waffle on the same plate, I have been abducted by aliens. Because that's how I know you. We gonna know each other.
Anything that got like syrup. So pancakes or waffles, don't put it with the rest of the stuff.
Can you? Okay, so the pancakes need to always be on a separate plate.
The
They can't
pancakes
even
are
have the bacon or the sausage next to it.
No.
We canceling Christmas
No.
if that happens.
Don't put my sausage in no syrup. I don't want it.
Damn. Okay. You know what?
My husband got the maple syrup sausage once, and put them in the freezer. And was like, hey, he served. He cooked the bad boys up. I took one bite, and I was like, oh, you can have the rest of these.
No.
He was like, you don't like it? I was like, oh, please, I don't.
You don't want no maple flavored sausage?
Yeah.
What do you... Okay.
I don't want it.
I have learned something new. This
Get
is
it outta
fascinating.
here.
Okay, I will make sure not to do
I
that.
feel like every show I am just yucking every
no,
kind of thing. I
find it fascinating. No, you're particular.
I am.
It's not about not liking.
I am.
You are particular.
Because it's not. I didn't say I wouldn't eat the sweet.
No,
I said
exactly.
I wouldn't eat the savory.
I need to separate on
I
separate
just want to
plates.
separate it.
I get that.
That's it.
I think you're particular and firm because I think if somebody ever put like for example, do you put sugar in your grits
Yeah.
when you making them?
I mean, if I want sweet grits, and it depends what I'm having with it. So if I'm having sweet grits, I'm just having those grits, and I'm not having nothing else with it.
Okay.
If I'm making grits to go with breakfast, absolutely not.
You see, firm. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You do it firm. I'm like, okay, I'm learning. It's not that you think things are disgusting. You just won't fuck with it.
Yeah, right. I just got
You can have it over
There's
there.
a very particular way I'm gonna have it.
I love this.
Sweet grits is a dessert for me. I'm gonna sit down and have me a bowl of sweet grits.
But don't you
by
dare
itself.
at my breakfast brunch
Don't
cook
you
me no grits with no sugar in it.
I'm not gonna serve you sweet grits.
That's when I know you're abducted by an alien.
That's
if
not-
you serve me some sweet grits, I'm
That's
like,
somebody
that's
else.
that's not Roger.
That's
I don't know
not
who that
me.
is. That's
I've
Manchurian
been
candidate.
I've been body snatched.
He been body snatched. Run, bitch. We gotta go. How do you know, sir? He gave me sugar and grits, sir.
He would never.
He would never. Trust me. Go listen to the podcast. All
On a
right.
scale of 1 to 10.
Bitch, I'm high. You know I'm high. We're talking about sweet grits.
Let me finish the question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I need a number. A scale
Yes.
of 1 to 10,
Yes.
how high are you?
Omega.
Omega
No.
is not a number between 1 and 10.
That's 9. 9. I'm feeling
9.
so punchy.
Okay.
I'm at a good 9, so you in trouble.
Okay.
You need to jump on this episode because you're going to say some shit. I already know.
I am also.
How high are you, my love?
I'm at an 8. I'm on my way. I'm climbing up there with you.
Yes, come on. I think I see you. I see you right there.
Because I feel like we did so much pre-show and had that gummy a while back.
It was
that
so good.
it crept on us by the time we got
I know, but
ready
it
to
was
get
so
started.
it's so good. This is such a fun episode.
Okay, so you want to tell the people what we're talking about?
Okay, I do want to tell people what we're talking about. So, Roger and I absolutely love Survival of the Thickest, and shout out to Michelle Buteau, who I know she also loves like the Bravo shows like I do, and I was watching her when she was on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live, and she was just talking about the show, and I remember fondly when you and I first started. I think we were first started talking about Brunch Blaze and Babble. We were talking about, I think one of the first projects we talked about was Survival of the Thickest. Now, I am about 4 episodes in and I am in love. And I know that you finished this. And I remember Brunchers, I was having a conversation with Roger and our collective joy. Like, we like a lot of things, but we just had such a collective joy around this particular show. And you know us, we had like, well, why is it? And of course, we know why. This was created by a Black woman with a black women all up in the writers team. It is just so well done. Like when we were trying to figure out, why does this show have such an it factor for us? Why does it hit all our bells and whistles? And when we dive down into like who is helping make this magic happen. She is already Michelle herself. Her and her team is just an incredible group of Black women who have just brought this show to life. And so we got to thinking about other projects and other spaces where Black women are leading, either leading the show and or in the writer's room as well. Like when you really amplify, when you make space, I'm going to learn to stop saying, I'm going to discipline myself and stop saying allow. When space is made for Black voices, particularly Black female voices, and they are allowed to create those narratives with the independence that it needs and the care that it needs, you get really fantastic content. So in honor of our love for this show and all Black women who are leading and writing incredible shows out here in the world, we wanted to shine some light on them. And this episode is all about them and highlighting them in their work. And so this episode is entitled, She Wrote That?
She Wrote That.
She Wrote That.
Okay. Thank you for that intro.
Mm-hmm. And I love that title because you can play it any kind of way. You can be like, she wrote that. She wrote that. She wrote that. Like, it works all types of ways, baby. I love it.
We love a good old making one word or one phrase mean a bunch
Black
of different
people,
things.
okay? Like, you good versus you good.
You good.
See? That was 3 different ways right there. I love us. Okay.
It could be all kinds of ways.
All kinds of ways.
So I did a little, I don't have a lot of research, but I did a little deep dive into some things.
Are we going to do a tiny pullback?
Yeah, we can do that. I think it's time for us to pull back the curtain.
All right, so pull it back a smidge.
Okay, so I went through like all my favorite shows, surprised me of some of my favorite like showrunners and Black female writers and like a bunch of the other things that they've been on, to the point where I know we did a show a while back where we talked about Black women writers and like the Black woman brunch that I can't think of her name right now. The writer of The Shy, Cynthia's partner, Cynthia's boo. What's her name? Lena Waithe.
Lena Waithe. I was like, all I could see was like Alphaba. I was like, Alphaba's wife. No, not Alphaba's wife.
Lena Waithe's like brunch. We talked about a bunch of those people, but it really just pulled me into like, who was the first Black woman to like write and create for television? I knew you were
going to ask this question.
I knew you were going
to find this out.
I just wanted to know, and I did a lot of research. So there's a couple of different like schools of thought. So like there was a show in the 1950s, a cooking
1950s.
It's not particularly written, but it is like a cooking show. But in the 1950s, there was a series called Lena Richards' New Orleans Cookbook, which was written and hosted by author of the book, Lena Richard, in the 1950s. So this is probably considered the first like Black television programming written by a Black woman.
Even though it wasn't like,
it's not like
she's not a scripted character, like she's not a fictional character.
It's not a scripted show, but
there was script.
Yeah, like there was script. It's a cooking show, so there is script, but she wrote how she's going to present,
and she starred in
it. And it's based on her book.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So from 1950s. But when we move into like the modern era, 1993. So I wanted to look at like,
whoa, okay,
first like so there's a first comedy series written by a Black woman, and then there's the first dramatic series written by a Black woman.
Okay.
And I was surprised how recent they were, and that there are shows from our lifetime.
That by the time we got from the Lena Richards cooking show in the 1950s,
the first, what's considered the first in the modern era, what's considered the first Black comedic series, and a first first comedic series written by a Black woman, and a first drama series written by a Black woman.
I think what I want to highlight here is there is, as you were looking, it wasn't like there was this just litany and plethora of examples. Like, it really are like these diamonds, like sporadic. It felt very sporadic because we're talking like decades in between. Now, television, we've talked about this. Television from the 1950s, the evolution of it, of programming, oh my God. So for it to be that expansive, and we're still talking about one or two, and then we're talking about in our lifetime is that's misfortune. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, like we get
and that's the reality. I just want to just highlight that.
And so
yeah, please keep going.
So these shows.
Damn, really? Okay.
You absolutely these shows. So the first comedic show written by a black woman is considered Yvette Lee Bowser's Living Single.
Living Single, is that historic?
In 1993.
That makes that show historic for that reason.
Yeah, so Queen Latifah kind of shares writing credit with some of this. So apparently, so a lot of people know like the backstory around Living Single. Like Kim Coles and Queen Latifah both had series options with Fox. And so like a series option is if you are a comedian or you're a star or something like that, a network will, without having a show for you, will sign a contract for you and pay to make sure that they have the first option to make a series around you. Yeah. And so Queen Latifah had this idea for a show around her character Khadijah that she had written. And so when they finally decided to make the show, it was supposed to be called My Girls. And they brought in Yvette Lee Bowser to like, flesh out the full show. And Yvette Lee Bowser talks about how all the characters from the show are different segments of who she was. And created this show using the character that Queen Latifah made. And so 1993, you get Living Single.
Damn, that's the first one?
It's the first one. Now, it's...
Wow, that's crazy.
Mama is going to hurt you.
But hold on, but like, just
first.
the magic of that show, it makes so much sense. So I just wanted to highlight, as in the center of this conversation that we're having, like that's magic. And it's still, the show still holds up to this day. We talking about 2026, and you said 1993. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. So, and not to be confused with like the first comedy or first sitcom to star a black woman, which is Julia.
Yes, that's with
Diane Carroll.
But that wasn't written.
It is not. It's actually written by a white man who was on the writing team for Sanford and Son. So, first dramatic series written by a black woman. You know this one too.
Damn. Okay, give me the year. Give me the year, girl.
2005.
Scandal.
No.
How Do We Get Away with Murder? No, came after. Wait a minute, don't go there yet.
What was her first show?
Scandal was not the first show. It was Grey's.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy
is the first dramatic series written by a black woman.
And you know what? You can say whatever you want. Grey's Anatomy is like also like the Law and Order of the medical world. Everybody done seen at least one or two episodes of the show, even if you're not a fan of it. Like, I had a Grey's phase.
And Mama, like, she's been on forever. She's on season 22.
22.
They came on in 2005. It's 2026.
We still here.
She's still on the air.
I'm like, that's crazy magic.
I'll go back and watch I'll catch like a couple of like clips from different Grey's Anatomy series, and I'd be like, oh my God, he was on Grey's Anatomy?
Like, that's again.
Yes. So you got 1993 and 2005 is when.
And you know how beloved Grey's is. And I love the juxtaposition here, because we're talking about a black woman who wrote a scripted show where they were also writing white characters.
Well, the difference with Shonda Rhimes and what picked up her show is that she never specified the ethnicity of any of her characters when she wrote the show. So
she allowed that for interpretation of the director or casting directors.
No, it was the studio like picked up and read it and didn't realize, oh my gosh, this is written by a Black woman. And Shonda Rhimes comes in.
So smart.
And
So
she
smart.
talks about when she first started seeing the auditions for Grey's, because she was a part of
That's
like,
right.
casting.
As
She
she
saw the
should've
audition
been.
for Grey's,
Mayonnaise,
and they started
mayonnaise.
bringing all these white people in here. And she said, where are the people of color? And they were like, well, these are all the people that are available, blah, blah, blah.
Nah.
And she was like, she had to go to an executive's office, and she said, I will not have an all-white show.
I ain't doing that.
She said, "What? I will not have an all-white show. I just will not."
And you got a hit. I got you your hit.
And so they went on and found these people.
Come on.
Went on and found these people and said, "Okay, let's get these.
Y'all come on, hun.
Let's get these.
And make sure
people
they
of color.
chocolate too. No, not passable chocolate. Make sure
Okay,
they chocolate.
Get these people of color and get them in here."
Wow, that is so sad. I mean, that's again a historic show.
Yeah. So that's how those two shows came, like pretty much paved the way and like pushed the doors open for several others. And I was reading this article around 12 from Revolt magazine that had like talked about 12 Black women who shaped television history. And a lot of what they talk about in this article is that there were no like doors open. We have the advances that we had in television for Black women because Black women refused to accept the conditions that they were told they were going to have. They found ways to subvert the system, to make their own path and make their own table for themselves. And because they did that, they showed evidence that Black women writers were viable in the network, in the television field.
It's I wouldn't call it the gift and the curse. I would call it the curse and the gift, right? Because they had to be so stalwart about like you're not co-opting. Like this is my story. These are my narratives. These are my tales. You can't co-opt it. You might have a Black girl in it. It might be a Black girl speaking, but we know that that's not her story. We can see it right away.
We can definitely tell. Like.
And so the gift becomes like when we actually do get it, when they do have that space, we're like, that show or those characters are amazing. Like it's the gift, but I hate that the curse comes with it.
Right. It's a perfect example is what you were saying with like Survival of the Thickest. Like I dramatically see the difference. I'm not sure if they had all Black women's writer room for the entire series, but it was stated that specifically for season 3 they had an all Black women's writers room. And
I can already
immediately
I
felt the difference. I could hear the difference. I was on the floor rolling
from the
through
first
this series.
minute. Like I can't believe I haven't finished it yet.
I was like, yo, this show is it. It is like hitting. I'm sad that Tasha Smith couldn't be in it in this following season, but she over making her Tyler Perry money.
Yeah.
Let her make her money.
Listen.
I missed her, but let her make her money. But it was a very good series.
We were just talking about it before we got on, like how they've been able to pack. Well, you can pack a lot in 20-something minutes or half an hour when the writing is just superb and the acting. Because, like I said, I'm only a few episodes in, but these characters have always felt so authentic. I mean, I'm getting lost in the people who like Michelle, like who they're portraying, because it just almost feels effortless. And I think you need writers who get it, who know it, who lived it. And so it made me, because this is a season 3, it had me go back through some of our favorites that have also only gotten like a couple of seasons, a few seasons. And I'm not sure if they're like the whole writing room was Black as well, but I know that they were in there. They had a presence. And it makes me, this just reinforces, like I'm not saying that was a deal or happened with Netflix, but when we don't get, Living Single got 7 seasons, when these other shows that we love can't get 7, 8 seasons, like Abbott's such an anomaly. And I'm really grateful that that's there, but it shouldn't be an anomaly. Like all these other shows that are trash got, 10, 15, 20 seasons. So why can't a show like Survival of the Thickest, which honestly, I'm not finished, but I bet it could go on for a number of them. Like there's more stories to tell that we can't get that. So I just wanted, I'm uplifting Survival Thickest, because I know like Michelle and all those people on that show will go on, like you just mentioned, go on and do bigger things. I just would like them to stay a little longer. We got like 6 seasons of Stranger Things. I can't get 6 seasons of Survival the Thickest. I would laugh for like 6 seasons through because it would be great.
I would like a lot of it. I do understand why they don't survive.
Yeah, I do.
I understand because the system is not set up to allow them to survive.
No,
and,
that's true.
As soon as, we start acting like our white counterparts and saying, hey, my successful show, my success deserves more money.
Then they're like, well,
Netflix
this is going to be your final.
I don't see myself paying a black woman that much money.
And that's it,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm like, to your point, as you were saying that, I'm like, well, Bel Air is still on air.
It's exactly why
I'm like, that up black woman, right? Because it's like, wouldn't Bel Air be in the same kind of trouble? I'm not trying to be funny. I think the show is incredible. But when homie got up there and slapped the shit out of that man, I know that it impacted people running to go see that show.
It just did its final season. Its last season was his final
was
season.
it? They said I'm gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, its last season was his final.
But they
season.
got 4, right?
I believe it was 4 seasons. Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind. Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
their last season was their final season. They had Will, like real life Will, and like the character Will standing next to each other at the end.
What?
Standing on a cliff, staring out.
What? Okay, no.
LA.
Damn, that was so good. It was. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know. Now you told me that.
Yeah, it's over.
Never
Yeah,
mind. Bad example. Bad example.
They wrapped her up good and
But
quick.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
because this show is so good, it's refreshing. And I hate that I keep using that word refreshing because all that means is I would love to be saturated. I would love to be saturated with so much good black girl content that we get on here and be like,
And
I ain't got nothing else to talk about because we talk about black girl. There's so much black girl content. I want to be able to say that. Can I say that one time?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
And I think what people miss the point is that, like, because I've heard the argument where, well, there's not a lot of Asian women in writing, and there's not a lot of Latino women in writing, and there's not a lot of blah, blah. I was like, but when a black woman writes, all of those other women get to work.
Like, let's stop acting like we don't know. We don't know.
All of those other women get to work because, one, black women understand diversity, and they understand when they are in leadership, everyone under them is a variety of different people, not just white men.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
When you have, I can't remember the name of the actress. She's a British actress. She was on the series Bridgerton, and they were interviewing her about Bridgerton. I believe she's Indian and English. And she was like, hey, if it had not been for a show, featuring black women or a show created by a black woman, I probably would not be working. And she said, if it had not been for a black woman deciding that she wanted to do a show.
Simone Ashley.
Yes.
So, yes, that reminds me of the post that Simi Lou did right after Shang-Chi, the only one so far, it came out and it was, a box office smash. And he was like, let me be very clear. There is no Shang-Chi there's no Simi Lou here doing Marvel without what Chadwick did. It's not that we don't want to champion the concerns of other people of color. It's that we are also fighting anti-blackness that has been embedded and like built into the DNA of other cultures, particularly those of color as well.
And I don't want people to get confused that I don't believe in trickle-down effect. This is not what this is. That anti-blackness and patriarchy is the root of every other bias in America. That if we address supporting black women, everyone else is taken care of.
Everyone else is taken care of. And that also has been historically, scientifically, mathematically proven. Like, go argue with your God. Because, like, we're not saying something because we're saying it out of opinion. The other thing that I wanted to point, so I'm glad that you made that point. Women, with black women so going back to the other statement that if other women of color, when there's not as many, you said not as many Asian, not as many Hispanic writers as well. True. But when they have been in the space, those films and those products, we see the difference too. It is not like this revelation when you want to really watch. it's the same thing if we're watching something that is focused around indigenous culture. The writers who have been indigenous, who understand indigenous, lived indigenous culture, those shows show up differently. We see it differently. Why? Because they're in the room. So this idea that, well, there's also not as many of this other race as well. Okay. But we still, the point still stands that when they are in the space, the stories become more rich. They become more authentic. It's just the magic. You can't fucking replicate that. I have no business writing, as much as I'm saying this as a black queer man, I can write all the stories I want. I should never, I believe, never ever be writing a story about a black woman by myself. I should not be telling this story.
I'm not doing that.
I need a team. I should not be telling that story by myself.
Yeah,
I don't care if she black. I don't care if she queer. So what? We have that intersectionality.
Tyler.
That ain't me. There's nothing in my experience. I don't care how much I'm connected. I don't care how much I'm in relationship with them that I should be holding that story myself.
Absolutely. I want to talk about the work. So
let's talk about the work.
Let's talk about the. So some of the things that are on my list of favorite things that Black women wrote.
Yes.
And some of my favorite Black women writers. Right now, I'm going to start with Survival of the Thickest. If you haven't already watched it, make sure you watch the series. It's created by Michelle Buteau. Michelle did a great job of taking parts of her real life and making it into a television series. Amy Aniobi. So Amy Aniobi is the showrunner. It's the show is smart. It's hilarious. It is specifically Black.
Yeah.
In such a way that, like, there's conversations that happen in the show that I'm like, yep, I've had that conversation.
Yeah, a few times.
And like, oh yeah, I've had to get a friend together like that. A friend had to gather me. I love the conversations around Black men in therapy. I love the conversations around Black women and fertility. There's all of these wonderful elements that are in it.
It's beautifully shot. I think I said that before.
Yeah.
It just looks
good. It looks stunning.
I had so much fun watching this
The
thing.
fashions just kept getting better
the music,
and better.
Yes, the fashion
The
work.
music hits.
I was like, wow.
That like this season 3, I don't know who did their music supervision, but it was markedly different.
It's so good right now.
So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure if you haven't seen it at all, start from season 1 and make your way through. But if you haven't caught on to Survival of the Thickest,
you are like missing
season
out
3,
on a real good treat.
get on it.
I May Destroy You.
Oh,
By Michaela
Cole.
Who this is the one I did look up. She wrote it, she directed it, she was a showrunner. Like, she did it all after coming off of Chewing Gum success. So I thought this show was great. I didn't realize, I thought this was an absolute drama. That was my first mistake. But I think that's her sweet spot. I think this whole dramedy, the comma dramedy of it all is great. This is another one that I don't know if it's finished, but I'm only into the second season. But it has this great progression like Survival of the Thickest did. Like, you could tell they put more money behind it. The shots were great. The storytelling is great. And I feel like I get a clearer window into Black British culture. Black American culture. In Black British culture, there's a lot of intersectionality, but there's some very stark differences. I just think and she's just great. Like, I just love her. But that's a show for, like, you can't replicate that. Like, it's from her brain. So I really liked I May Destroy You. I think you gave me that recommendation for that show.
Yeah, because I believe it's the same for Chewing Gum as well. So she has Chewing Gum.
I didn't know she did she. I know she wrote Chewing Gum. I didn't know if she was the showrunner for that too.
And created it. Yeah,
that was her first outing.
Yeah,
she was doing all of that.
Netflix know how to invest in Black women. Let me say,
holy snipe! I didn't know she did all of that. Like, and
Netflix know how to put into a Black. How to put money into a Black woman show. So I recently saw a show not too long ago on HBO Max called Duster.
Never heard of this.
Okay, so Duster is, I believe, it's set in the 60s. Las Vegas. It is a young driver who is a driver for a crime boss, but gets mixed up in some, conflict and ends up being recruited by an FBI officer. And this FBI officer is actually the star of the show, which is a black woman. And this show, Duster, is created by a black woman called by the name of Latoya Morgan. She she created it. It's a really, really great like action series.
Action series.
Oh yeah. It stars
now you really got my attention.
It stars Josh Holloway. Josh Holloway was in The Paper. He's in Yellowstone.
Wait.
The other star of the show is Rachel Hilson. And you'll remember Rachel Hilson from Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Oh, now I'm looking at these people. Okay, all right. Duster. Okay, come on, Duster.
This Is Us. The series Love Victor, which was the spinoff of Love Simon. But Rachel is great in this series as
I had no idea.
The only black woman in her FBI office in Las Vegas, and fighting in the 60s, and is fighting the white male patriarchy that is present, and is on her own
the
mission,
real supervillain,
who is on her own mission to take on a crime boss that she has a personal connection to in Las Vegas.
In the 60s.
In the 60s.
So basically The Purge.
Yeah.
That place was wild.
So yeah.
So this is...
The Duster is a great series. You can find it on HBO Max.
I know the show starred a woman, All the Queen's Men, but I don't know if a woman wrote that. I don't think a woman wrote that.
Unfortunately, it did not. In fact, it is part of the conflict and the lawsuit against Tyler Perry and Christian Keyes, because Christian Keyes actually wrote All the Queen's Men. It's his series. So
that's why we need more black women in
All
the
the
writing room.
Queen's Men is not written
That's
by
a dud.
black woman.
That's a dud.
That's
Then. It's a great show, but nope.
Is it? Because I've never watched it.
I get it. All of these shows that we mentioned and we were just talking about have an audience. I'm not the audience.
I'm not the audience.
But
I watch.
But that's why. But we said that we watch it so our other brunches don't have
Yeah.
to. So I'll test it. But I got out of those waters. I'm not in for it.
Now this next show, have you seen Reasonable Doubt? Have you watched Reasonable Doubt?
That's what that's not Morris Chestnut.
Yes, Morris Chestnut is in this series.
Yes.
Now
I caught a couple of them. It's giving me Dick Wolf production, but black.
Oh, okay.
Meaning like the acting, like it's soap opera, but for prime time.
Okay, so it's prime time soap opera.
Like that's what I love about the Law and Order series. Like they're acting, but it's a little heavy handed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Reasonable Doubt is considered like very soapy, but it has several seasons.
It does. I mean, wait a minute, a black woman wrote that?
Yeah,
that makes sense, and that's a Hulu show, right?
I
think that's where I saw it. I can't remember.
Yes, I believe you can find Reasonable Doubt on Hulu / Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think that's a great one.
I'm no longer saying Hulu anymore.
Disney.
I'm just saying Disney Plus because y'all gonna open up your apps about this time next year. It ain't gonna be there.
That's true. Oh God.
Because Disney has already said we're about to eliminate the other app.
We're closing it down.
And absorb everything up into one app.
We didn't put it in a box.
Okay, we need to
we're gonna sit on the shelf.
Consolidate these monies.
We finish here.
Okay.
So
yes.
Oh, that's so cool. I know.
Yeah, she created Ramla Mohammed wrote and created. Ramla Mohammed wrote and created Reasonable Doubt.
Come on, Ramla.
So I'm going to jump over to Nicole Jefferson Asher.
Nicole Jefferson Asher.
She made one of my favorite new series that I watched during the pandemic.
Oh, what is it?
P-Valley on Starz.
Yes.
Now, Nicole Jefferson Asher created this as a stage play first, and then wrote the teleplay.
I would have loved to see this as a stage play. Oh my God.
And then advocated for all of the the lead actor that's in the show was on the stage play. And Nicole advocated for him being in the television version, because you know how networks want to bring in like television stars to a new property,
no.
And he was like, no, only he can play this role.
Yeah, you're right. Like, it didn't start out with the star-studded cast, but it just blew. It was so good.
Because it's such a good story.
It is a good story. P-Valley is so great.
It's so great.
Of course a black woman wrote that. Like, see, that's magic. Oh, my God.
I have a bunch of black women that like wrote a bunch of things that you didn't know they wrote on. So there's a TV writer by the name of Tanya Barfield that I want us to look out for. Like, I haven't seen her name on created by or showrunner. I haven't seen her name on any of those bylines yet, but she's written for like everything. She wrote episodes and wrote storyline for Godfather of Harlem, Raising Dion, Ray Donovan, The Americans, Mrs. America.
Girl!
She is written for like
she out here
everything.
getting that bag.
And like quality things. Like,
you only named quality things.
I specifically looked for her episodes too, and like sis can write.
Okay.
And I need her property.
Snaps up for her. Say her name again, please.
Tanya Barfield.
Tanya Barfield. Okay, now.
So we all know Misha Green. Misha Green, who was the showrunner, wrote the teleplay and developed and wrote the story for Lovecraft Country.
We still miss Lovecraft.
Very well done.
We still
and
miss
like
it.
a series that is based on a book written by a white man.
It was so good.
I want to jump to one of my favorite shows that by the time this show airs, season 2 will have just launched. Is one of my favorite shows that does like underrated. People don't talk about this show enough. I think it's hilarious. I think it is hilarious. It's exciting. It's fun. It's smart. DR from Detroit. It is on BET Plus, starring DR Kilpatrick.
Yes.
Season 2 will come out on July 29th.
It's real fun. I love the first one.
Season 2 looks. Have you seen the trailer for season 2?
No, but I'm so impressed by. I'm not impressed by BET Plus. I'm like, they got a hit on their hands. If they do this right, they need to hold that show.
Well, we'll see, because there's no more BET Plus. Everything's on Paramount. There is no BET Plus app. All the BET projects are now on Paramount.
I gotta go have a margarita.
Well, this is the thing that's exciting for me, is that I don't have to go and get a separate.
That's true,
because I already had Paramount Plus, and I was like, oh, now I have to go get the BET.
Oh my God, I still have BET Plus. Now I can get rid of it. Save me a little dollars.
Yeah, because it's literally everything is over there on Paramount.
But I did watch the first season, and off of an episode we were talking about it. I was like, this is real cute.
It's really cute. It's really smart. And then we jump into season 2. It just like the trailer for it looks so exciting.
Oh, I didn't know this.
She's got a whole new mystery on her hands.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Diara has a whole new mystery on her hands. It is incredible. It's a love letter to Detroit.
Oh, I love this.
It's such a good show. So, Diara Kilpatrick, make sure you catch Diara from Detroit, season 2 on July 29th on Paramount.
That's a great one. Oh man, see, I'm glad you have all these flagged. But that was a good show. I did watch the first season of that.
And we can't not talk about Ava DuVernay, who's written.
Oh, completely.
Wrote and created for television, because it was a book first. And Queen Sugar was a book in 2014 by Natalie Bazile. And Ava DuVernay wrote the teleplay, created the show for a television series, and she wrote episodes and series and directed on the show as well. Actually, Ava, during the run of Queen Sugar, employed more black women directors than any other show. She got a bunch of black women directors that would not have gotten jobs as television directors, because they were actually independent film directors, and the excuse studios give black women or women directors, well, you haven't had any television experience. Like, sir, I have a whole feature film.
Like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. They got like 6 seasons of this show. Like, Queen Sugar has a following.
I was like, I can do. They're like, I can do an episode.
Like, stop.
I can do a 60-minute episode.
Not that hard.
Calm it down. It's the work in half.
I love that. She opened up the door and she kept it open.
All right. So, and then we got the GOAT who just got 2 Emmy nominations. The first Black woman to get 2 Emmy nominations for directing in the same category.
Just out here just making just historical, we just out here just winning.
So we got the boss, Mama Mara Brock Akil. Wrote for television and created for television and wrote the series Forever on Netflix. But, you know, Mara was also responsible for hits like Being Mary Jane,
hits,
The Game,
hits,
Girlfriends,
hits,
Moesha,
hit, to the.
Yeah. So Mara been out here in these streets making television.
And she's still out here.
So
that's a legacy right there. Such a legacy.
So in particular, Forever, I'm really excited because have you seen the series Forever?
Yes.
Forever is a series based on a Judy Blume novel from the 1950s.
You had mentioned this to me, and I checked this out. It was really, wow.
Yeah, Judy Blume was responsible for young adult novels that were helping young women talk about sex in their bodies in a way that popular culture was not educating women about their bodies.
No.
Especially young girls. We were in a time period where you just did not talk about your period or you did not talk about your sexual desires. Women were not allowed to have those conversations. And so young girls, these novels, the novel Forever is about young teens experiencing sex and navigating sex for the first time. So Mara Brock Akil went to Judy Blume to say, hey, let's do this series and try to recreate it for the modern day. And Judy Blume, to her, her own credit, was like, no. She was like, no, I don't, that's not necessary. She was like, young people don't need a guide around sex. They have so much more information, much more access to information. She was like, I just don't feel like a show like this would work. And so Mara Brock Akil said, yes, they do, but it's more than just them navigating sex. It's them navigating the thing that nobody's talking about. That Mara talks about how in the show she likes to talk about the things that parents aren't noticing. We're monitoring their relationships. We're monitoring their achievements. We're monitoring their grades. But you're having a young person that's going through all this, and then a young woman has a thing happen to her that's now defining what her reputation is around her social group and having to navigate that and do that other thing. And that a young man is now experiencing his brain, performing in a different way from the rest of his friends, and him being weird and awkward and possibly just always feeling like he has to adjust, othered, and has to adjust to his social, and navigating
attraction,
school and all of these other different things. And Mara talks about how I wanted to make a show about the thing that kids are not talking about and the thing that parents aren't looking at. She said, because one thing about teenagers, and all teenagers, they're very good at performing okay and fine.
Yep.
And that there's a thing that may be going on there that we're not seeing. And she wanted to create a show about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, because I definitely went through things that flew under my parents' radar.
Which I think holds the essence of what those books had intended to do in the first place.
Right.
It's like, hey, you're not alone when you're thinking about this in this way. Like, I too, I think that's why she ended up probably saying yes.
Yeah,
she
said she ended up saying yes. She was like, yes, but I want to talk about I want to start with what you started with and then expand it to what kids are dealing with now. And I was like, it was such a smart thing to do. It was such a smart way to look at the story rather than just do a the original Judy Blume dipped in chocolate.
Yeah, I think what makes this example so powerful for this conversation is that we're talking about, you used it there was a previous example, same where like, here's an original idea. It's not necessarily black. It's not black, or it wasn't created by a black person. And then here you have a black woman artist who's like, if you would let me take this, right? I guess what I'm getting at is the collaboration of it all. So yes, we want to champion, like we've done, black women telling their own stories. They're writing their own stories. They're show running their own stories. And there's all this other content out here. You don't have to look at the magic that you create when you actually collaborate with somebody that doesn't look like you. Look what Forever was. We have Forever because of a collaboration that we know Judy wasn't thinking about. Mm-hmm. But because this talented black woman came along and said, hey, I got you. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I got a couple credits behind my name. I got a couple things behind my name, but like, let's work with this and then look at what we get. And I guess what I'm trying to highlight is the multifacetedness of black women. Yes, they can tell their own stories, and baby, they can tell yours too.
But and this is the thing. All right, so I've had this. Call this a high thought if you want to, but it's a thing that I've been thinking about for a very long time. Is that anytime you have an intersectional person writing in place of a white man, maybe even a white woman, there's automatically going to be more depth to the story. And I'm explaining to you why. Whiteness, in order to perform whiteness or to, just feel comfortable in whiteness, it requires a lack of self-awareness.
Or woeful ignorance.
White performance.
I'm willfully choosing to not see it.
White performance requires
to not see the burning house behind you.
Yes, requires a lack of self-awareness, a lack of your surroundings. It requires that. And survival as people of color, survival for people that are in the intersections, requires being hyper aware of everything around you. Mm-hmm. So whether we choose to or not, we become these people that see everything all the time, all at once. And so their writing is automatically going to be more impactful and have more depth, period.
Because that's where all the details are. That's where all the little bits and pieces and like that really make scenes and content sing. Because like, you're right, we have to pay attention to all of it. And if we're going to tell the story, we're going to tell the whole story. I love this. I love these examples that you brought up. This is great.
And then just in general, we deserve more depth. We deserve more textured and sustaining art. Mm-hmm. We something that just has a lot more or substance to it. We deserve more. Mm-hmm. And it's not like there shouldn't be any shallow things. I think we have plenty of it. Mm-hmm. There's a plethora of reality TV shows and, soap operas and, gotcha like television and creations. But where's the work that makes us feel things?
And like hold on to things. Mm-hmm. I think the final comment I want to give is that we need and we deserve, to your point, more black women in these spaces writing, creating, and show running their own products, because when they have, it is nothing short of a legacy of incredible content, and their work has catapulted the careers of tons of people, not black and non-black, and we are just better for it. Like everything that we talked about today that was been created by black women has just been exceptional to all of its counterparts, all of their counterparts. Like there will never be another Grays. There will never be another Living Single. But why haven't we had 17 of those by now? Why haven't we just seen replica after replica? Why haven't we? Where are our Moeshas? Why don't we have more of these? These are girlfriends. Like they've been giant, right? Wow. And it's not because, and I think well, I think my quick answer is like the men have co-opted that. Like I have a problem. I'm looking at you, Tyler. Like, but
the reason is that white America can't continue to have a bunch of television where they're not centered.
Drop the mic in the episode, point it right there, like that's that.
They have a hard time
But
not
we
seeing
deserve
themselves
that.
at the center
But
of the
we
story.
absolutely deserve that because we just get some incredible storytelling. We get some incredible visualization. You would not have had a Lovecraft Country without that. You not would have had it forever. A reimagining of Judy Blume in 2026. No one was thinking about this, right? Like, but
Mara Brock-Akil was.
Mara was though, and like, and to nail it, right? So anyway, that's what I say. We deserve more of our sisters.
We do deserve more. We deserve more of our sisters. We deserve more stories of death. I think that is all the show
That felt good.
we have
This felt good.
for today. I want to remind everyone to make sure if you find a Black woman or a Black writer or a Black story creator, IMDb is free. Follow them.
Yeah.
Chase down their work. And when people have a following, go follow them on social media.
Check out who's doing really good verticals. Like check out who's doing really good stuff there. I know Black girl creators are out there.
And make sure you follow and subscribe these people because this is how they get their numbers. This is how they get, a Netflix series. This is how they get, because pilot season is over. We don't do pilots anymore.
No.
And so it's all about digital quantification.
Mm-hmm.
So if you find those artists, make sure you do that. What do you want to tell the people?
I want to tell people, just be out there, write your story, live your story, and tell your story.
And I want you to know that you are enough just as you are. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Hey Brunchers, we'd like to hear from you. Ask a question or share your thoughts by clicking the link in the description of every episode labeled Send Us Fan Mail, or email me roger.t, that's roger.t at brunchblazeandbabble.com, or alexis.b, that's alexus.b at brunchblazeandbabble.com, or you can visit our website at brunchblazeandbabble.com. That's brunchblazeandbabble.com. That website again is brunchblazeandbabble.com. We can't wait to hear from you.